Okay, so I'm here at the ConfMed show with Neil Armstrong from Meddiquest, a UK-based regulatory affairs consultancy company. Neil, the European Commission has released a proposed medical device directive review or proposal to change it. Could you just tell our readers a little bit about what they can expect over the next couple of years on this, and maybe if there's any insight that you can bring to the situation?
Yeah, sure, Sam. Well, I guess the first thing to say is it's not actually a directive, it's going to be a regulation. So at least this means we're only going to get one version throughout Europe, and that we won't have to be facing slightly different interpretations, slightly different legal systems in every country. Having said that, I think the point to make is it's just got through the Commission.
Right.
So it's been 4 years gestating through the Commission, what was supposed to be an 18-month process.
Right.
It's now got at least another year's process, which could well turn into 3, to try and get through the European Parliament. And I think this is where we're going to see quite a lot of changes.
Right.
I think the basic concept that we get a much more specific, much more detailed set of essential requirements, that we have higher standards set for notified bodies and greater consistency between notified bodies. These things we're going to see continue, but an awful lot of the detail is going to change a lot going through the European parliamentary process. And I think for most manufacturers, the first thing I'd say is take it under a very heavy degree of advisement at the moment.
Right.
And don't panic, don't start doing stuff now, because you may find that you're doing things and it's all going to change when it goes through the Parliament.
Okay.
I think what you've got to bear in mind also is there's quite a few areas where we can see big investment in IT, big investment in having a new central European mini agency of some sort, of some form.
Right.
And just at the moment, nobody's really got the money or the inclination to want to pay for that.
Yeah.
So
that's with the UDI database you're referring to.
With the UDI database, but also with more of an international control over notified bodies rather than one single competent authority. Even if the individual competent authorities are auditing notified bodies in other territories, which is probably the cheapest way of doing it, there's still a lot of travel expenses, a lot of additional expense coming from here, from a lot of national governments who are all facing cuts at the moment. You know, we've got a lot of words in here. It'll take a lot of resource to implement it, and there just isn't the resource about at the moment. So I think we're going to find the European Parliament rather cutting the Commission's clothes according to the amount of cloth available. And at the moment, the strong hint is the amount of cloth available is minus 27%. So it's not going to go very far.
Okay, well that's a great analogy to end on there. So Neil, thank you very much for MPN. Thanks.
You're welcome.